Hashtag the Christmas tree is a text channel on my Discord server where every day for the month of December I added an ornament to the tree until Christmas finally arrives. But as usual with the year of 2020, things didn't quite go as planned. This is the legendary story of the Polynomers Christmas tree and how this text channel almost restarted the entire year of 2020. Join me in the history of hashtag the Christmas tree. When the sun first rose on the first morning of December, the first message was sent in the text channel. The message was a nice picture of a Christmas tree that we were going to decorate over time. Joy filled the air as everyone on the server was excited for the lovely month of December, especially for when Christmas Day finally arrives. The server was already decorated for the festive season of Christmas, the text channels with their little icons and the server banner with all the Santa hats. The next day arrived and the first ornament was set. This ornament was a beautiful picture of a funny looking cat. The next day a Lunchable ornament was added, then a Pringle cat ornament was added. On December 5th, the first community-submitted ornament was added to the tree. This ornament was requested by many people across the server ever since the beginning of the month. I don't really know why though, because it looks really dumb. On the same day, the user WhyDoIExist555 edited their own ornament onto the tree, but of course that was never going to be officially added because it looks even more dumb. The next sunrise, another ornament was added of a weird picture of my face. The tree was looking really beautiful so far, and we were all very hopeful for its future. Wait, what? On December 7th, a mini version of the original tree was added as an ornament. Everybody was very confused because this just doesn't make any sense, but it was quickly accepted as normal. This was probably the strangest ornament to ever be added to the Christmas tree. After that, ornaments continued to be added as normal. Next was a Senko bread, then a weird cat ball, then a bread plushie. On December 11th, a chain chomper ornament was added. This image was submitted by a member of the server to pay our respects to the chain chomper for his noble sacrifice in the dancing cowrick of our Don't Break the Chain text channel. Next, a picture of one of the mod's cats was added, then a donut and a popping cat. On December 15th, an ornament of Sharky was added. This was also requested by a member of our server to pay respects to Sharky for what happened to him during the Sharky's Adventure series, which is an old series on my channel. The next day, a chalky milk ornament was added, but as it turns out, this is where the Christmas cheer finally disappeared. Right when we were having the most fun we've ever had, looking back at the year of 2020, finally putting it to an end by coming together to decorate this tree, the unthinkable happened. Nobody saw this coming. How could we have been so foolish? How could we have not learned after what happened to hashtag Don't Break the Chain? We should have been prepared for something to go wrong, especially in a year like 2020, but as we've proven time and time again, the short-sightedness of humans always gets the best of us. On December 17th, the Christmas tree we've been decorating for the past month disappeared, nowhere to be seen. How could someone do this? How could someone take away the final merry day of the horrible year that was 2020? But of course, we did not take this lightly. It's not that easy to beat this community. Whenever we have a goal, we always destroy it. We cannot let a simple accident ruin our Christmas spirit. Quickly, I made an announcement in the server to call upon the community for help. The message reads, "At everyone, a terrible event has happened. The Christmas tree from hashtag the Christmas tree has mysteriously disappeared. If you want to help us find out who did this, please collect the @TreeHunter role from hashtag colors to gain access to hashtag TreeHunters and to be notified on updates about the Christmas tree." As you can see here, we made it so you can react to a message to gain access to the Tree Hunters text channel, which is the text channel that discussion about the event would take place. Right after this message was sent, hundreds of people got the Tree Hunter role and began chatting in the Tree Hunters text channel. The early messages mostly consisted of unorganized panic and random theories and claims with no evidence. I made sure to listen to as many of the suggestions as possible in order to find the tree faster. The first suggestion at 9:39 AM was that the tree was in the server title, but this was clearly not the case as that is just a normal tree emoji. Many people also claimed that they already found the tree, but all of them were clearly photoshopped images. Someone else claimed that they were the one who stole it in the first place, but clearly these were all also lies. Many of the early theories included the tree never being real in the first place, a theory about the chalky milk, a theory about the popping cat eating it, and someone accusing me of stealing it, and someone pretending to be the tree itself. The next suggestion was that I should check the forest for the tree. I thought this was a good idea, so I went over to the hashtag the forest text channel. As you can see, I looked through many forests, but to no avail. People did not give up on this idea though, and began suggesting even more forests for me to search through. At 9:50 AM, this person said to look in the snow forest, and there was nothing there. 3 minutes later, this person said to do the Minecraft spruce forest, and yet again, there was nothing there. Someone tried to enhance one of the forest images and claimed to see the tree, but this was also clearly fake. We gave up on that idea for a while as it seemed to be getting us nowhere. Another development at around 10 AM was that the tree appeared on another Discord server. I got this DM from someone saying that they found thieves along with a screenshot of the sighting. The message from the so-called thieves says, "Look what I get to us from polygons. I steal it from those who say to find it. We have the real tree. Upon further investigation, this tree turned out to be fake, but it was worth a shot. A few users also began to look towards Google Maps to find the tree. When this user typed in "where is the Polynomers Christmas tree" into Google, it brought him to a place on Google Maps called Under the Tree. When going into Street View, people noticed something in the window of this building, but the image was too fuzzy to make out whatever it was. This theory made no sense, so people doubted it immediately, but some still held on and searched Google Maps even more. This person found a place with Polynomers in its title, which is the name of our server. This person then found someone called Tim the Tree Man. There were then also claims of this Tim the Tree Man character speaking, but this went nowhere. More and more random theories were thrown around in the text channel. Someone saying it's in the general voice channel, but similar to the server title theory, that's just an emoji. This user said it might be in the Microsoft Flight Simulator Brazil hole, but as usual, this was yet another case of fake evidence. There was a theory that Sharky did it, then another person claiming to steal the tree. The first half of this day was just pure chaos. Every single piece of evidence and claim turned out to go nowhere. We were beginning to lose hope. At 1:46 PM on the same day, this image was created. It's a good summary of how the text channel has been so far. At around 5:30 PM, Enov created a missing poster for the tree. Then at around 7 PM, a user on the server made a missing tree sign and set it up in real life. Next, someone put the missing sign from Enov on a literal blimp. These developments so far truly emphasize the scale of this issue. We've spanned out to other Discord servers, onto other games, and into real life itself. We were absolutely determined to find this tree. But then, right as we were running out of evidence, the most terrifying thing happened. This truly put this event at a scale we never could have imagined. At 8:52 PM, an alarm sounded in the text channel as this message was sent. Breaking news! According to my sources, that Christmas tree was keeping the final disaster of 2020 from occurring. If we were unable to return the tree before Christmas, the disaster will occur. The fate of the entire world itself was now in our hands, and we were absolutely not ready for this responsibility. We were running out of evidence and also running out of hope. If we can't find this tree, the world might end. But what could this disaster possibly be? What if this is just a false alarm? No matter the case, we cannot take this lightly. Later, the message was edited with a new update. According to my sources, the final disaster has been figured out. If the tree does not return by Christmas will not be able to be celebrated, causing 2020 to loop. Sources are unsure if we are currently in another variation of the loop, however. As you can see from this message, the entire year of 2021 is at stake. If we don't find this tree, not only will there not be Christmas, there won't even be a new year. Now, we hold the responsibility of the entire future of humanity. If we fail to find this tree, this will be the greatest catastrophe in history. Later that day, at around 10 PM, an official Tree Hunter logo was created, which was the final step in fully uniting the Tree Hunters together. Next, another nutshell post was created, detailing the many pieces of evidence and theories. This user created a bullet board with a few pieces of information as well. As the day was finally coming to an end, at 2 AM, the final nutshell post was created. This one in particular points towards the dancing cow from the Don't Break the Chain text channel. It was an interesting theory, but currently had no real evidence to back it up. The next morning, at 9:25 AM, I expressed my feelings towards the current state of the investigation. I said, I wonder if we were ever going to get another clue. I'm starting to lose hope. Quickly, people reacted, telling me not to lose hope, which is very reassuring. But then, only 5 minutes later, the first clue was finally revealed. After an entire day of every single theory constantly going nowhere, we finally had a glint of hope. At Tree Hunter. Attention everyone, a clue has finally appeared. What does this note mean? Who would do this? If you find the piece, please DM me a picture of it immediately. This was sent in the Christmas tree text channel at around 9:30 AM, one day after the tree originally disappeared. The note that appeared said, I stole the Christmas tree. I have broken the tree up into 5 pieces and hid them around the server. You will never find the pieces. Hopefully they don't find out I hid the link to the first piece in one of Polygon Donut's messages. Immediately, the Tree Hunter's text channel was in chaos. Everybody began searching through the messages I've sent, but the question still remained, how would a piece get hidden in one of my messages in the first place? Did the thief have access to my Discord account? Unfortunately, these questions were never answered. But then, only a few minutes later, the first piece was found. I got a DM from user Doovy with a picture of the first piece. Apparently, a random message I sent in the server all the way back in 2017 in the Hello text channel was edited to have the piece. This was an extraordinary jump in the amount of real evidence we have compared to what we had yesterday. But now, another question remained. Where were the other 4 pieces? There didn't seem to be any clues attached to this, so the only option was to play the waiting game. Although this is a very dangerous option as Christmas Day quickly approaches. Not much else happened this day as we waited for the clues. A Tree Hunter's cake was made to celebrate the finding of the first clue. Next, a theoretical tree layout diagram was created to aid us in our future investigations. Someone else tried to search in Rules and Info text channel, and someone else tried to brighten the saturation of the clue, but nothing was found. The The next day, December 19th, I realized something very important. The back of the first piece we found apparently had a code written on it. I don't understand how I didn't see this before. Maybe it wasn't even there before in the first place. Maybe fate itself was at play here, choosing when and where the clues reveal themselves. But what really matters is that we finally have another clue. This clue was just a bunch of random letters which at first didn't make any sense, although immediately people began coming up with theories about what the letters may mean. The first ideas were that it's either base64, the code for a YouTube video, or ROM code. People tried to type out the code from the images as text and realized that when you translate that through base64, it becomes a link. Although for some reason whenever you click on the link you get an error. The next idea was to just do it backwards where you just get random symbols. Finally, around 8 minutes later, someone typed the code in correctly and got the link to work. The link led us to a blank white image saying, "Never mind, not here." Was I wrong? Was this clue fake? Have we hit a dead end? This moment was truly shocking for many, but still, we did not give up. We had determination. The first idea was to brighten the image. Nobody thought it would work as the image was clearly blank, but lo and behold, a secret link was found, hidden in the image. User Timma was the first to find the link, and then Dog was the first to type out the link and finally retrieve the second piece of the tree. Only around 12 minutes after the clue was revealed, we found the piece. The tree hunter chat rejoiced and began updating the theoretical tree layouts. Some people tried to put the pieces together as well, but it seems that everything simply doesn't lock into place correctly unless we have all 5 pieces. After this, a few more theories were made. People started to accuse me of being the culprit, saying that I hid the pieces and made them find them to look innocent, but there was no evidence to back it up. People also started making theoretical images of the future tree pieces. Someone also began freaking out over how the pieces were even cut like this in the first place. As the sun set on this eventful day, no new clues were found and no new theories were made. Christmas was approaching very quickly and we still only had 2/5 of the tree. We were hopeful but still couldn't shake away our doubt. The sun rose the next day and the many tree hunters woke up in hopes of another clue, and we were greeted with exactly what we expected. At Tree Hunter, I just woke up and a safe appeared? I don't know what the code for it is though, but it seems like it might be 5 digits. If you find the code, DM me immediately. On the morning of December 20th, the third clue revealed itself. As you can see, it was just a simple random safe that appeared in the image. The moment this went out, people quickly began messaging me random guesses for what the code may be. People quickly took note of the weird symbols on the side of the safe and began theorizing that it was wingdings. Although the Tree Hunters quickly found out that the code was in fact not wingdings, as none of the symbols actually match. Nobody had any clue what the code might mean, and some even began to give up. But then, miraculously, user Bozy discovered that the code was actually webdings, which is completely different than wingdings. Quickly they found out that when decoded, it simply reads counting. The first conclusion to this was that we needed to search through the counting text channels. Constantly throughout these findings, I kept getting more and more DMs about possible codes, but still none of them worked. But then, user iRodOfSleepy finally put an end to the chaos. They DM'd me saying the code was 24239. I tried the code and it worked. The safe was unlocked. Before I opened the safe, I asked them for their reasoning. They said that hidden in the counting 2 text channel, one of my messages was edited to say the code for the safe in a weird font. That message in fact was between numbers 24238 and 24240, which means the code had to be 24239. Now, let's open this safe. Inside the safe, there was the third piece of the tree. Another successful day for the tree hunters. We felt like we were unstoppable. Someone even began to write an anthem for the tree hunters. Later in the day, I was also suggested to search the Terraria snow biome, so back in the forest section, I looked and didn't see any more clues there. Everyone was very hopeful for the future, but still, the looming threat of the 2020 restart was fresh in our minds. There is still a possibility that we won't be able to figure out the next clues. We aren't even certain if there will be a next clue, but then, a mysterious recording sent by user RetroDead really set our doubtfulness in stone. The morning of the next day, on December 21st, our doubts were finally proven wrong yet again as another clue revealed itself. The clue this time came in the form of a note card that was apparently hidden in a secret compartment inside the safe. The note card just had a spam of seemingly random characters. Fidget was the first to notice that the clue looks like a scrambled Discord link. Immediately after, people realized that it's a backwards link. This user was the first to transcribe the image and reverse the link, although they seemed to have some kind of error writing it down as their link did nothing. In the same minute, user Slamo actually got the link to work. The link led us to this video. Quickly, people began to decode its meaning. They realized the video was some kind of link split up into 4 pieces. Everybody started putting the pieces of the link together. At first, everybody got it wrong somehow as they all led to this error, but then, during the same minute of all of this chaos, this user put the link together correctly and was led to the 4th piece of the tree. Following this, a bunch of other people also found the link and sent their own picture of the piece. This all happened so fast, so I congratulate everybody who was able to find it. Someone was also trying to look at the spectrograms of the video for some reason, but that didn't go anywhere. The rest of the day was lived in pure suspense. We finally had all but one piece of the tree. So many questions lingered in all of our heads. Are we ever going to find the last piece? Is the last clue ever going to be revealed? Only time will tell, and time is limited. The date was December 22nd, only 3 days left until Christmas. The entire Tree Hunters tech channel was anxiously waiting for a clue. At 1:42 a.m. in the morning, this user detailed a theory about how I was the one who stole the tree. Basically, it boils down to I wanted the tree for myself, so I made a fake tree and sent everyone to go find the fake pieces thinking they were real. Currently, I had no response to this theory, so I ignored it. But then, later in that morning, everything changed. Right as our doubt fully set in, right as the last sliver of hope faded away, we were greeted with the final clue. At Tree Hunter, this is it, the final clue. Whoever hid these pieces is so careless because the last piece had a note left inside. This note has a weird code. It must mean something. This may be the hardest piece to find yet. Everyone, please work together. This is it. We are finally here. We've made it so far to get to this point, and now it's up to the community to figure out what this could possibly mean. Will our unanswered questions finally be uncovered? Will we finally know who did this? The first observation was that this mysterious message was a link. Next, people realized that it was backwards text. Everybody immediately began reversing the text and trying to type it into the chat, and then user Slammo was the first person to get the link to work. What the link led us to, though, was something completely unexpected. The link this clue sent us to was the Forgotten Realms. Upon clicking on this Discord link, you are greeted with the Void, a text channel with seemingly nothing in it. There are also many other things to notice right off the bat. First, the server has no picture. Second, the text channel has no description. Third, there are 5 different text channels. Fourth, the category is called Not Here. Have we been led to a dead end? Is there even a way out? Was this entire tree hunting journey just a ploy to trap us within the so-called Forgotten Realms? But most terrifyingly of all, the 5th thing you notice, the server is owned by a user named the Granch. Who is this being? Their role says the ruler of the realm, so clearly they have power in this place. Are they possibly the one who stole our Christmas tree? Or are we jumping to conclusions? Or maybe are we messing with a being beyond our human comprehension? Maybe even challenging them is a mistake in itself. But still, we did not give up. As soon as people started joining the Forgotten Realms, they began to investigate the different text channels. There has to be something here. As you can see, the first text channel, the Void, is just filled with nothingness. The second text channel, the Light, is filled with light. The third channel, the Darkness, is filled with darkness. The fourth channel, the Sky, depicts an endless sky. And the 5th and final channel, possibly representing the 5 pieces of the tree, titled The Field, depicts an endless, grassy field. You weren't able to talk or add reactions to any of the text channels, so activity in the Tree Hunters chat halted, as everyone scrolled through the realms in hopes of finding something. But then later that same minute, this user found something. In the #TheLight text channel, they found out that one of the blank images contained text. Nobody really knows what the text is supposed to mean yet though. Directly after that, this user found more secret text hidden in the Field realm. The next minute, this user also found text in the Void realm. Then this user found something in the Darkness realm. The one in the Darkness realm is hard to read, but when you look closely, you can see it saying the file name. Upon downloading this image file, you can see the file name is even more secret text. Then finally, in the Sky realm, secret text was found. All 5 realms had some kind of text hidden inside, and much like the Christmas tree itself, all 5 pieces needed to be put together in order to achieve our goal. People began to put these pieces together, but many were missing some of the pieces or were doing them out of order. But then, at 11:39 a.m., this user finally pieced the link together. Upon correctly assembling the 5 pieces of text, you are greeted with an image. The image in question says, the final piece is hidden where the Polygon Donut legacy first began. We needed to find out where the Polygon Donut legacy first began. There are many ways to interpret this clue. Everybody was questioning what exactly it was referring to. People first began to try to look at my first Discord messages on the server, but nothing was found. But then finally, someone realized that this may be referring to the first video on my YouTube channel. Upon visiting the very first video on my channel, nothing is really found at first until you scroll down into the comment section, and a recently posted link sits there, waiting for you to click on it. And with that, the journey to find the 5 pieces of the Christmas tree comes to a close. For a fleeting moment, time almost seems to stop. The tree hunters blissfully look on at its beauty. The final piece has finally been recovered. The chat rejoices in victory with a tree hunter cake and even a cute fan art of the tree, as we have finally completed our 5-day long quest. Against all odds, we came out on top and saved the world. But this peaceful moment would soon come to an end, as we realized that this journey was not quite over yet. We still needed to find out who did this in the first place. We still need to put the pieces themselves back together. Everybody began to try to put the tree back together themselves, but it never worked out correctly. This person tried to tape it together, this person put too much tape, this person accidentally got glue all over it, and this person accidentally gave it sentience somehow. I told people to stop worrying about that and to just let me handle it. For the rest of the day, I spent my time trying to put the tree back together and told people I would get it done by the next day. But all the while this was happening, a new argument in the chat rose up, and that's when the chaos befell the text channel. Wait a second, this is all Polygon's fault. Think about it, he's had all the clues and pieces. That means Poly broke the tree and tried to cover it up. The Granch all along. The Granch clearly did it. The Granch is a frame. Granch is actually Poly's ult. We must raid the Granch mountain. Everybody in the chat quickly shifted their focus to try to pin the blame on someone for stealing the tree. The 3 major candidates were either me, the Granch, or the dancing cow from the hashtag Don't Break the Chain series. This person quickly realized that the mysterious user, the Granch, was actually in the Polynomers Discord server already. Explain how Granch being the owner of the Forgotten Realms 100% proves that he's the thief. How do we know if the Forgotten Realms has anything to do with the tree at all? What if the actual thief just hid it there? In my eyes, it's not even over. We need to find the person who stole it and slice it into pieces. The Granch did it. We still don't know that. We have to be 100% sure. He is the master of the realms. Yeah, but he might not be the suspect. No, it's Poly. If you think about it, he's had all the clues and stuff. No, Poly wouldn't do that. But do you have proof that he did that all by himself? Polygon was confirmed innocent. At Polygon Donut. You sus. Stop accusing Polygon, lol. I knew I had to step in and protect my innocence, so I asked them, why would I do this to the tree? Why are you in the Forgotten Realms if you know nothing about it? I joined it after you guys found out about it. Thankfully, the user Cool Human Being backed me up on this one, saying, I was the second person to join the Forgotten Realms, and when I did, the people in it were Granch, Slammo, and me. Polygon didn't join until we found them. Somehow, this evidence wasn't enough, and they continued to accuse me. It's pretty sus Polygon found all those clues. TBH, at Granch is kinda Poly found those clues because he went to go look for them. It's obvious. The clue was in the tree, in the safe, in the tree also, and on the safe. If the clues were obvious to find for him and not for us, then he's not sus. Why did he hide the final clue in this comment section instead of just telling us then? I'm guessing somebody sent Poly the safe. If before he went to bed, the safe wasn't there, and then when he woke up, the safe was there, so someone must have dropped it there. Poly sus. Wait guys, I have proof that Polygon didn't do it. Why would he send us the clues if he was the thief? If he didn't, we would never find the tree. Plus, he was the one who made the tree in the first place. Maybe to take suspicion off of when him. Polygon Donut is sus. After an entire half hour of these arguments, neither side came to a sound conclusion. The chat was completely divided on if they believed it was either me or the Granch. As the eventful day finally came to an end, amidst the constant arguments and accusations, the tree hunters patiently waited for me to finish putting the tree back together. On December 23rd, the wait was finally over. I put a message in the Christmas tree text channel with the full tree in all its glory. It feels so surreal to finally see the tree in its authentic, original form. Or so we thought. You fools! What? Who are you? I am the one who stole the Christmas tree. You were the one behind all of this? Why have you done such a terrible thing? You need not know. This whole time you have been putting together fake pieces of the tree. What? Yes, that is right. All of the pieces of the tree this far were fake. I still have the real tree. I give up. Christmas is ruined, is what I would say if I didn't predict you would steal the tree, so I replaced the real tree with the fake one before you stole it. You idiot! I knew you would do that, so I replaced your fake tree with the real one. You buffoon. This whole time, you didn't even think of zooming out the image itself. Nani? This whole time, the tree we were decorating over the entire month of December was actually a mini tree on the actual tree. How? How could I have been so foolish? I have truly failed. I am sorry for what I have done. I must leave. Wait! Before you go, I must take off your stupid mask so we can finally find out who you really are. Never mind. We were too late. It turns out we will never find out who the Granch truly is, and why he stole the tree in the first place. As you can see here, the Granch, in an act of pure cowardice, left the server before we could reveal their true identity. Their reasoning for committing such an act and their future whereabouts are completely shrouded in mystery. And now that we have completely secured the tree once and for all, saving the entire year as a whole, our journey finally comes to a close. With our duty fulfilled, the hashtag Tree Hunters tech channel was to be archived. I announced the eventual archival a minute beforehand so everyone could say their goodbyes. Bye! Archive! Epic! Hello archive peeps, bye-bye channel. The true tree was the journey. Remember how we saved Christmas? I will miss all of you. Jeez. Remember us? Remember the tree? Hello future me looking at archive. Remember how we saved the tree? Thank you guys for saving Christmas 2020. The ability to get the Tree Hunter role is now gone because the original message used to get the role was removed. So now anybody who participated in the event gets to forever wear the Tree Hunter role as a badge of honor. The next morning, on December 24th, Christmas Eve, the decat ornament was added to the top of the tree. Presents also appeared under the tree. We've struggled together, we've doubted each other, we've grown as a family together, we've walked between the realms together. We were backed into a corner, certain of our failure, and against all odds, we came out on top and lived to tell the tale. I give my thanks to every single tree hunter that helped us through this journey. When given a goal, we will always achieve it. The dedication shown by the tree hunters is truly a testament to the potential of mankind. The Christmas spirit was truly back, and our struggle to get to this point made it all the more satisfying. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe, or even support me in other ways so I can keep making videos like this. And with that out of the way, bye guys!